Hi, my name is Peng Ying, and I work on the Google Wallet team. I'm here to talk about the Instant Buy API. Instant Buy is a product that enables seamless purchases of physical goods and services from mobile devices. For purchases in Android apps, Google provides two payment APIs. For digital goods, you can use the in-app billing API. For physical goods and services, you can use the Instant Buy API to enable seamless purchases for your users. And seamless purchases for physical goods are important because we're starting to see more apps interacting with the world and creating better experiences. For example, rideshare companies are transforming the transportation industry. Before, you would stand on the corner and hope that an empty cab would pass you by. But now you know exactly where that car is and when it'll arrive. And there's no more dealing with broken credit card readers. There's no more figuring out a tip. There's no more manual payment whatsoever. Everything is handled by the device in your pocket. And when you get to your destination, you just get out of the car and go. The way that we order food is changing. More restaurants like Domino's have mobile ordering apps. Aggregators like Eat24 are enabling smaller restaurants to accept mobile orders. I never know when that next craving is going to strike, but when it does, I am fully prepared. Travel is becoming more efficient. Companies like Hotel Tonight, Airbnb, and Expedia are enabling travelers to book on the go. And by enabling last-minute purchasing and filling mobile consumer needs, they can help reduce the vacancy rates of businesses. Lastly, we're starting to see this Internet of Things taking shape. New experiences powered by the web. Smart parking meters. Why do you need to go back to the meter to add time or to figure out how much time is left? Well, you don't. You can do that from your phone. And these meter apps should do other things too, like tell you where you parked and how to walk back to your car. And when mobile devices integrate with cars, you should see even more interaction. Imagine seeing all of the open parking spots on your car's navigation screen. Wouldn't that be awesome? With Zipcar, City Car Share, or iDrive, you can find and reserve a car rental from your phone. Whenever you need a car, you can find one around you and book it. These services provide an amazing amount of freedom. Developers like you are thinking up of and building the apps that change the way that we interact with the world, all powered by the smart contextual devices in our pockets. And Instant Buy makes payments for these things seamless. If you're developing an app that sells physical goods or services, you need to integrate Instant Buy. Also, like many things Google, it's free. So why wouldn't you integrate? You only need to pay for your payment processor. So how does it simplify purchasing? Well, as many users know, checkout on the phone is a pain. And as many developers know, this pain can cause a huge conversion drop-off. Here's one example. I have to type in my name, my street address, my zip, my city, my state, and my phone number just to start. Then I get to open my wallet, I get to get out my credit card, type in the 16 digits, CVV, expiration, and if I have a separate billing address, I pretty much just give up and go buy it on Amazon. Every additional field requested is an opportunity for me to hit the home button and do something else, like play Candy Crush. And for every app that I want to purchase from, I need to go through this tedious process over and over and over again. To improve this user experience and create a seamless purchase flow, Instant Buy uses Google Wallet. Wallet stores the user's payment credentials in the cloud and makes them accessible to developers. This means that anyone who's purchased an item on a Google property, such as Play, YouTube, Drive, or Music, or purchased an app that's integrated with in-app billing, such as Clash of Clans, Candy Crush, or Pandora, or purchase an app that's integrated with Instant Buy, such as Uber, Eat24, Domino's, already have their credentials stored with Google Wallet. That's a lot of users. So instead of type, with Instant Buy, users can just click, 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 and buy. Google generates a one-time use credit card that's backed by the customer's stored payment credentials. This one-time card and the customer's billing information is then passed to your app, and you can feed the credit card number into your existing purchase flow and process the order just like a regular credit card transaction. What this means is that consumers experience a seamless purchase with credentials secured by Google. and merchants can add Instant Buy without changing any existing payment processing code. And did I mention it's free? So I'm assuming that you want to learn more about integration. So let's walk through some of the high-level steps to integrate Instant Buy on Android. First, you need to get credentials. For testing purposes, you can use a Google Wallet Sandbox account. For a production account, you need to sign up at getinstantbuy.withgoogle.com. The Instant Buy flow consists of 3 main steps in addition to charging your order: mass wallet, full wallet, and notify transaction status. You handle charging the order just as you normally would. Now, let's see what this looks like in a real purchase flow. Here is your typical shopping cart page. Selecting Buy with Google will initiate the mass wallet request. The mass wallet flow allows the user to choose their payment and shipping information populated from Google Wallet. Once the user selects their information, Instant Buy returns an obfuscated version of it to your app. This obfuscated information includes the last 4 of the user's credit card and their billing zip. You should then use this information to calculate shipping, if necessary, and display the information on the payment confirmation page for user verification. Once the customer is ready, they'll tap to complete the order. Your Confirm Order button calls the full wallet request, which will return the credit card details. You can then charge the card using your normal payment flow and show the user your receipt page and send a transaction status notification to tell us that the transaction went through smoothly. Now, let's take a look at the code behind this. First, we create our mass wallet request. This defines the information that we're asking from the customer and the estimated order information. In this specific case, we're asking for the user's phone number, the shipping address. But you should minimize the request for your needs. You don't want to be asking for the shipping address if you don't need it. Then we create and instantiate the wallet fragment style and options. Here, it's a Buy with Google button that's pointed towards Sandbox and uses the Holo Light theme. Finally, we initialize the wallet fragment. You'll need to use the Fragment Manager to replace a holder layout section with the wallet fragment. This will create and add the Buy with Google button to your app. You also need to handle the onActivity result to get the mass wallet response, which contains the obfuscated user information. Once you have the mass wallet response, you can create a full wallet request object and issue the full wallet request to retrieve customer payment credentials. You can then charge the credentials, and after charging, notify Google of the transaction status. And that's it. It's that easy. So, if you're working on an app where users can purchase physical goods or services, you need to integrate Instant Buy. Integration is quick, the user experience is seamless, and it's free. While we've only shown Android in this video, Instant Buy also supports the web, the mobile web, and iOS. For detailed information on integration and a step-by-step tutorial, take a look at our developer documentation. I can't wait to see what you build. I'm Peng Ying, and thanks for watching.